Hello, magical people. Welcome back to the Daily Astro Show. My name's Meg Moonbeam, and we're here live on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Going to be getting into our Western astrology horoscope for Friday, August 8th. We're going to be talking about today because a lot of people are saying something in particular about today. Lionsgate. I've been talking about that. From today, Friday, August 8th, going into Saturday, August 10th. So I hope you guys are all doing very well out there. We're coming to the end of this Mercury retrograde, which has been really potent. Have you guys been feeling it? I have definitely been feeling this retrograde. There's been a lot of, not so much, I haven't been noticing like miscommunication issues for me personally, but a lot of technical difficulties, a lot of dramas coming up. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing, and I hope you're all doing really well. Before we get into today's astrology, you can check out over on the Beyond Mystic Academy, Ashala's new Feng Shui 101 home clearing and live Q&A workshop. I'm really, really happy for Ashala that she's got this new workshop available over at the Academy. And there's currently a discount code Feng Shui 10 that you can use to get 10% off. Also on the Academy, we've got our annual midsummer sale where you can use code SUMMER50 to get 50% off all the workshops and such over there. So, okay, first things first, because I'm seeing some people commenting about the Lionsgate. I'm seeing BLove19 saying, hello, Meg, and I thank you for your education in regards to the Lionsgate. So sorry to keep harping on this, because I'm sure some of you guys saw my video I put out on my social media and my YouTube the other day on Lionsgate. I also made a funny meme about it today. So here's the truth about the Lionsgate portal. Just short little recap, okay? So the Lionsgate portal is a concept that was created by somebody in the 90s that put out an article in the New Age community. And ever since then, people have kind of just ran with it. And now it's this thing in the spiritual community that we have this Lionsgate portal every August 8th, okay? And you will hear many channelers and people talking about how the sun is conjunct Sirius today. The sun is not conjunct Sirius, and let me actually show you guys that with the chart. Okay, so today, August 8th, we've got the sun 16 degrees of Leo. Okay, now in the Western astrology, Sirius is located at 14 degrees of Cancer. In the sidereal astrology, I believe it's 20 degrees. My sidereal astrologer friends out there, don't butcher me, but I believe it's in Gemini. So look at this, you guys. The sun is over here. Sirius is over here. So whether you're doing Western astrology, whether you're doing sidereal astrology, we do not have a sun conjunct Sirius today, okay? When the sun is conjunct Sirius is actually in Cancer season, mid-Cancer season, if you want to have a portal to connect to the Sirian. So that's very important. It's important to understand, for us to understand where some of these portals and things are coming from. And also, I know some of you guys disagree with me also on the numerology. I'm totally into numerology as well. So just to be clear, the Lionsgate portal is not sun conjunct Sirius. It's not based on anything astrological. Okay, that is a lie. And number two, you know, yes, in the Gregorian calendar, August 8th is a 8-8. If you want to do magical manifestation work around that, you have your free will, do whatever the heck you want to do. But it's important for us to really go, like in my personal opinion, and do whatever you guys want to do. For me, I'm a Scorpio. Okay, so I like to go down to the deep layers of things. The Gregorian calendar, and I know I've talked about this a lot, you guys, sorry if I sound like a broken record, but the Gregorian calendar, let's just remind ourselves, was created by the Vatican, okay, in the year, let's just do a little short history lesson, you guys. Let's do a short history lesson, okay? Gregorian calendar, widely used today, was introduced in 1582 by Pope Gregory, I don't know what number that is, sorry guys, to reform the Julian calendar. So it was created by the Vatican to get us off of a natural calendar, right? And there's many different natural calendars. And also, when this creation of the Gregorian calendar came out was the start of paying taxes. Okay. So for me personally, I do not celebrate the Lionsgate portal. That does not mean anything to me. The day that the sun is actually conjunct Sirius in the Western astrology would be in June. In the sidereal, would be next month, I think. I don't know exactly, but yeah. So we need to be very mindful of some of the things floating around. That's why you guys will not hear me say happy Lionsgate portal. I'm not, I don't, I'm an astrologer that bases things actually off the astrology of what's going on. So it's important to understand that. Now, as we go into this weekend, we're having a full moon in Aquarius, which is going to be exact on Saturday. Okay. And we've got a lot of exact aspects going on, some of them very, very positive, some of them challenging aspects. So we're starting off the weekend, Friday, August 8th, day before full moon in Aquarius. Thank you, Larry. The X1111 is 13. Thank you. I'm a little bit dyslexic, so whenever I see those numbers all together, I'm like, shit, I'm not even going to try because I can't read what that says. I appreciate you decoding the Roman numerology for me. Sorry, I digress, you guys. So today, Friday, August 8th, it is the day before our full moon in Aquarius, which will be exact on Saturday. We have Mars trine Uranus. Ooh, very nice aspect, exact today. And Mars in an opposition to Saturn. Okay. So throughout the weekend, nice aspects. We've got Mars trine Uranus and Mars trine Pluto. And we've actually got a grand air trine right now. Look at this. Mars 1 degrees of Libra, Uranus 1 degrees of Gemini, and Pluto 2 degrees of Aquarius in this beautiful grand air trine. Very, very special. So what the heck is that all about? Well, this is very positive energy going towards what the air element rules, supported by Mars, planet of energy, life force, the divine masculine, Uranus, the planet of innovation and the future and change, and Pluto, the planet of transformation and healing and going really deep into the root of things. All in air signs. Air signs have to do with our relationships, our thoughts, our words, everything that the air element has to do with. So this weekend, this is a very powerful weekend. Also at the same time as having a full moon in Aquarius of breakthroughs, not just breakthroughs in generals and yet in general and divine inspiration we can be receiving, but also breakthroughs in our relationships with that beautiful grand air trine, breakthroughs in our communication, breakthroughs in our words, how we communicate, our thoughts, our beliefs even. So be very mindful what you are using your words for, how you are thinking, right? Are we thinking positive thoughts towards ourselves and our experience? Are there a lot of negative thoughts going on? I've been calling this full moon in Aquarius this weekend a liberation portal, okay? And very special, we got a grand air trine, very positive and supportive at the same time, with this pushy, challenging influence of Mars, 1 degrees of Libra, in an exact opposition to Neptune, Saturn conjunct at 1 degrees of Aries. This is like very, very potent astrology, you guys. I keep getting the word over and over again for this weekend. Breakthroughs, breakthroughs, breakthroughs in our mind, in our beliefs, in our relationships, in moving forward into the future. Breakthroughs, breakthroughs, breakthroughs. And look at this. We're also in the influence this weekend of Venus conjunct Jupiter. Okay, one of the most, and conjunct, they're going to be actually, sorry, you guys, if I'm speaking in different directions here. Venus conjunct Jupiter, we're in the influence of this weekend. It'll be exact on August 12th, which is Tuesday, next Tuesday. And funny enough, we're talking about the Lionsgate portal. We're talking about Sirius. What's really actually funny this year is Venus conjunct Jupiter on Tuesday, August 12th will be exactly conjunct Sirius. because they'll be conjunct at 14 degrees of Cancer. Sirius is located at 14 degrees of Cancer in the Western tropical zodiac. So there actually will be this positive Sirian connection that we will be having on Tuesday, that exact Venus-Jupiter conjunction day. And Venus and Jupiter, these are the two benefics, okay? Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and pleasure and enjoyment in the arts and the divine feminine, conjunct Jupiter, the great benefic of luck, divine protection, divine wisdom, positive energy, optimism, expansion. So we've also got that influence going on this weekend. This is where, and it's interesting because it is a full moon, which is about completion, healing, endings, illumination of those Aquarian ruled areas of life. But I also get there's opportunities coming forward at the same time with Venus, Jupiter conjunct. There's new inspiration. I keep hearing that word very strong as well. So this is a very special weekend. Yes, Mars is in an opposition to Saturn and Neptune, pushing us to release outdated, systems and structures that don't serve us personally in the collective. But overall, I'm going to actually say this is a very positive weekend. Moon ingresses is now in Aquarius right now. Will be in Aquarius tomorrow. And on Sunday, early in the morning Eastern time, we'll move into Pisces, where we'll be feeling a lot more emotionally sensitive, even psychically sensitive in our dream time. So pay attention to the dreams that you're having on Sunday as well. And with that full moon in Aquarius, all these Aquarian ruled areas of life are highlighted as we're in the energy of this weekend and beyond into this full moon's influence. So this full moon is going to be at 16 degrees of Aquarius when it's exact on Saturday. And again, it's an illumination and completion point of all the Aquarian ruled areas of life, including the future, innovation, friendships, group associations, community, higher dreams, and technology. We can expect great humanitarianism, change, political change in the financial markets. Aquarius also rules the financial markets, cryptocurrency being very highlighted, shocks and surprises going on with that. And, with Mars in an opposition to that Saturn-Neptune conjunction with this full moon, it's a dramatic release of outdated government and technological systems that no longer serve the collective, which we've been continuing to go through. We have been going through rather, and we will continue to go through. So before we pull some cards for this weekend, I want to bring up this insanity that is going on in Canada. Shout out to all my fellow Canadians. I think I'm going to want to look deeper into this, the astrology of Nova Scotia, so stay tuned for that. But for those of you who guys haven't heard, this is absolutely freaking nuts. In Nova Scotia, they have announced that citizens are now banned from entering the woods, including hiking, fishing, and camping, to prevent wildfires. This was effective on August 5th. Violators will be fined $25,000. And Kian Bexta posted this on X and said, remember when we warned about climate lockdowns? This is freaking insane. Take a little listen to this.
Effective 4 p.m. today, we're telling Nova Scotians, stay out of the woods. We are restricting travel and activities that really aren't necessary for most of us. Hiking, camping, fishing, and the use of vehicles in the woods are not permitted. Trail systems through woods are off limits. Camping is allowed, but only in official campgrounds. The fine for violating any of these bans is the same as the fine for the ban on burning, $25,000. And if you're a smoker, for God's sakes, be mindful of where you're butting your butt out. If you don't and you cause a fire, we will hold you accountable. So what does this mean if you have a home or cottage surrounded by a wooded area? We strongly encourage you to stay out of those woods, regardless of where they are. Please don't do anything that could unnecessarily put you, your family, or your neighbors at risk. This situation sucks. Summer is one of the best times in Nova Scotia, and we all look forward to getting outdoors and enjoying our scenic beauty that surrounds us. I get that, and I'm right there with you as Nova Scotians. But you can still go to the beach. In fact, that's a great place to be on these hot, dry days. Just no bonfires. If there's a short trail to get from point A to point B, like from the parking to the beach or to the lake to fish, that's fine. But that's it. No heading into the woods to spend time there. I know it's inconvenient. I know it's the height of summer vacation and people want to do all the activities that we so much enjoy in our great outdoors. We have a beautiful province. I know everybody wants to enjoy it, but we have to stay out of the woods. It's a small price to pay right now to avoid the kind of devastation that we saw from the wildfires in 2023. Nobody wants to go back there.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, there's really no words for that. That's one of the most, sorry, you guys, my phone's going off. That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life. Got to be mindful because I'm on YouTube at the moment. I can speak for myself and say I would never follow something like that. And, you know, I think if people actually go along with that, then probably it will go throughout some parts of Canada as well. We need to say no to this stuff. This is absolutely evil, dark arts. And let's remember that when we see this stuff happening, this is not because these systems, these people in these positions are powerful. This is weakness. This is desperation. Nature is essential. The woods are essential. So this is absolute insanity that, and you know, us conspiracy theorists, we've been talking about this. We've been talking about climate lockdowns, right? So hopefully with this full moon in Aquarius, we see some protests around that because that's absolutely freaking nutto. Linda says, test province, just like on Jens's post of today. Interesting. I didn't see that yet. I'll have to check that out. The light is winning. The light is winning. The darker energies are desperate. That's why these things are happening. So let's remember that. And Aquarius, we need to band together. We need to not be divided. We need to be strong together to stand up to these absolutely crazy things. So let's pull some cards for us going into this weekend. The good, the bad, the ugly. What does the universe want us to know with everything going on? Oh, one just fell out and fell down. What is that? Strength. Of course, we've got strength, strength, strength. You don't know your own strength until it's tested. That is pretty self-explanatory. The Three of Cups. Ooh, celebration, positive energy, being around friends, being around loved ones, spreading the love, support, sharing, problem resolution, joy, friendship. Interesting. This is a friendship card, and Aquarius is friendship. And the King of Swords, cutting through illusions. Think things through all perspectives. Precision, truthful, cautious, articulate, design, and plans. Wow. So again, that makes me feel like there's great clarity coming forward in this full moon in Aquarius portal with this grand air trine. This is a great weekend to be celebrating life, not buying into the BS and the lies, right? Living our natural way, our natural birthrights, and remaining strong. Even though there's still some crazy stuff going on, okay? These weird tactics, like what I just showed going on in Nova Scotia, these are desperation moves. These are not powerful systems and powerful people. we're going to feel our confidence, and we're going to be invited to be in our courage and our creativity this weekend for sure. CJM says humans have a right to be in nature. The only other place to be would be the globalist big city control areas. Exactly. I mean, it's just absolutely nuts. MJ, hi MJ, says yes, Three of Cups, the best antidote for this BS. Great cards for sure. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for today's show. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, astrology reading, those are available at the link below in the description box of this video. And again, be sure to check out, if you'd like to learn more about Feng Shui, Ashala's new course over on the Beyond Mystic Academy, Feng Shui 101 Home Clearing and Live Q&A. You can use the code Feng Shui 10 to get 10% off. And there's also that 50% discount code, the annual midsummer sale for everything on the Academy other than the Feng Shui at the moment. So I love you all so, so much, sending so much cosmic love your way. Stay strong out there. Celebrate life. Be mindful of your words. I love how the cards literally align with everything going on astrologically. So cool. Love you all and see you on Monday for our next Daily Astro Show. Bye, everyone.